What is going on, guys? This is Esquilo here and I'm bringing you guys my third battle in the LITHEO region, season 7. We're going up against Owen and the Fire Gym, and he's a Fire Gym. I used to be a Fire Gym, so I'm expecting a really good battle from him. So what I'm bringing my Garchomp, my Gardevoir, my Typhlosion of course, my Mega Metagross. The reason I'm bringing Mega Metagross over Mega uh, Venusaur is because of the speed. If I can get the Mega off, I will basically outspeed his entire team, barring any Scarfers, and this is really the main reason why I brought Metagross. I'm bringing Mandibuzz and Gastrodon. So, looking at his team, he's bringing Rotom, a Torkoal, basically just for the speed, Charizard, Volcarona, Ninetales, and Arcanine. When I look at his team now, first thing I notice is that is definitely a Charizard X, mainly because of the way he built this team, because he has Rotom Wash, Torkoal, Volcarona, and Ninetales, all special attackers. Arcanine, who can be physical or special, but mostly physical. So this means that either his Arcanine is a sweeper, or he has to bring Charizard X. So I went into this battle with this in mind, and I just decided to start off right away with my Garchomp, just because my best option. No, actually I start off with my. No, yeah, I start off with my Garchomp. Yeah, I completely forgot. I don't know why. I start off with my Garchomp just so I can put up my rocks, but because it seems like the best option for me. So he's gonna switch out here his Arcanine after dropping an Intimidate. So I don't really know what kind of set he is. So I just went for the Stealth Rocks here, and this next turn, I'm gonna go for the Earthquake just to deal some damage to this Torkoal, and it still does a good amount of health. As he's gonna go for the Lava Plume here, and unfortunately he's gonna get the burn, which is kind of unfortunate, but the Lava Plume does have a good chance of burning. So this next turn, I'm gonna stay in, predicting the Rapid Spin, so I want some Rocky Helmet and the Rough Skin damage on him, and I'm just gonna go for another Earthquake. Now, if I didn't get burned on the Lava Plume, I would have probably knocked him out here. No, actually I went for the Dragon Tail. I don't know why I didn't go for Earthquake, to be honest. And I'm gonna Dragon Tail him out into his Charizard, and this is really bad. But since I really thought that he was Charizard X, I just went straight into my Mandibuzz. But unfortunately, I saw that I don't have Weird Wind on it, so if he set up, it's gonna be a problem. So he's gonna go for the Mega Evolution. He's in the Charizard X, and he's gonna go for the Dragon Dance, and this is scary. Charizard X is such a broken Pokemon because it's a physical sweeper that can't set up and it can't be burned. So he's gonna go for the Flare Blitz. It's gonna do a lot. Almost takes out my Mandibuzz, which is ridiculous. I was just gonna go for the Toxic because it was my best play. I also don't have foul play on these Mandibuzz. I don't know why. I just grabbed some Mandibuzz for my boxes. So I get the Toxic, and what I'm gonna do here is I'm just gonna switch out into my. No, actually, I just decided my Mandibuzz to go down so he can't get more recall damage on him. So Mandibuzz will go down here as he will get more recoil damage from Flare Blitz and from Toxic, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send in my Metagross here, and I'm just gonna go for a Protect. I don't know why he switched out here, to be honest. I went for a Protect to get my Mega off, and so I can whittle down with Toxic the Charizard. So he's gonna go into Arcanine. He's gonna get the useless Intimidate, but the way that he brought it in is most definitely defensive. So I'm gonna go for a Protect. It's gonna fail because he switched out, and I'm gonna switch out right away because now I outspeed his entire team barring any Scarfers, and I'm gonna go into Typhlosion, predicting the Will-O-Wisp or the Fire move. But he's gonna make a double into his Rotom, and I'm not about to stay in, and I'm gonna switch out into my Garchomp, as he's gonna go for a trick, and he's gonna trick me the Scarf. Now, this could be really bad for him because I could also have a Scarf on my Typhlosion, but he's gonna get the Rocky Helmet, as I do get the choice scarf, and this, ladies and gentlemen, is gonna be really important later on in the battle. So he's gonna switch out here. I did predict this because I had the choice. I could go for either the Earthquake or the Stealth Rock, but if I go into Stealth Rocks and he goes into Historical, he'll get a free spin. So I just decided to go for the Earthquake, hoping he goes into Torque. As he does go, I take out the Torque, which means that now if I put up the rocks, they're there to stay. So he's gonna go back into Rotom. I am gonna switch out. I am predicting either a Volt Switch here, because he knows I'm not gonna stay in with Garchomp, as he's gonna go for the Volt Switch. I do bring Gastrodon, and I'm just gonna fire off a Scald here, because I have no reason not to, as he's gonna go into Ninetales, and he's gonna put up that Sun that can really help my Typhlosion. So I do go for the Scald. I actually have Surf, yeah, I'm sorry guys, this battle happened a while ago. I do have Surf over Scald because it's more base power, and since fire types can't get burned, Surf would be better than Scald. So I'm gonna go into my Typhlosion, predicting the Solar Beam here, as he does go for the Solar Beam. I know I'm gonna take this very well, and the reason that I'm bringing Typhlosion in is easy. Is because I'm an expert belt Typhlosion, a physical Typhlosion, and I'm gonna go for the Earthquake, as he's gonna bring in his Arcanine, his blue Dabadi. As I'm gonna go for the Earthquake, and expert belt Earthquake does a lot, but it was a critical hit. So I just decided to stay in and go for another, hoping I can get a good roll on it. I do go for the Earthquake, and this Arcanine lives and is able to take out the Morning Sun, which is unfortunate. I could have maybe tried going for a Rock Slide, but a flinch, but Earthquake has more base power, so I just went there for the most power. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna switch out into my Mega Gardevoir here on the predicted either the close combat or the extreme speed there, as I'm gonna trace his Intimidate. So I'm gonna intimidate his Arcanine, which is fantastic, and he is indeed gonna go for the extreme speed, trying to take out my Typhlosion, but it's not gonna happen. So what I'm gonna do here with my Mega Gardevoir is I'm gonna pull out the double back into Typhlosion on the predicted fire move, and since I'm not intimidated anymore, I will do a lot of damage to whatever comes in, or even to this Arcanine. So I'm gonna get that Flash Fire boost, which is useless because I am not going for a fire move, and now I'm not intimidated, and the Earthquake is gonna do a lot. But I predicted the switch into Rotom here, and I did go for the Rock Slide this turn. So Typhlosion putting in work, and the Rock Slide is gonna do a hell of a lot to this Rotom. So what I'm gonna do here is I am gonna go for another Rock Slide. I don't really mind if he switch out, because he's just sending in his Arcanine a lot, and it's taking damage, and I will force him to go for a Morning Sun sooner or later. So Rock Slide is not gonna do much to this Arcanine, and Sunlight is gonna fade. So I'm gonna pull out the switch now into my. I think I go into. No, I actually go for Earthquake here. I don't know why. I think I predicted maybe a fire move from his part, but I'm not sure. But he goes for the Willow. He's predicting my switch. So now that he saw that I'm gonna stay in, he'll either go for a Morning Sun here, or he'll go for a damage for extreme speed. So I'm gonna go into my Vertlet, predicting the Morning Sun on his end, and he doesn't go for it, which means that I'm gonna get free rocks, because even after the bird, since it's a more defensive set, extreme speed won't be able to take me out. So I am gonna go for those Stealth Rocks this turn. Unless he crits with me with extreme speed, he won't be able to kill me. But he's gonna switch out, and he's gonna go into Apollo, who's Volcarona, as I just went for Stealth Rocks. Now I don't want this thing to set up on my face, so I just stayed in and went for the Dragon Tail. No, actually I switched out. I don't know why I switched out. I went straight into my Titania. Oh yeah, I went into my Gardevoir because I didn't want to miss the Dragon Dance and let him set up for free. So I'm gonna, because I know I can leave one Bug Buzz or even a Fiery Dance from this Volcarona at +1. So I'm gonna go into my Gardevoir. He's gonna keep on going for Quiver Dance, but I do have that Thunder Wave on my God of War, which was basically the reason why I sent her in, because I know I won't be able to take this Volcarona out with the one hit. So his Volcarona now is damaged, and I'm gonna go into my Typhlosion hoping he goes for a fire move, but he does go for debug, but he's at +2, and it's not enough to take out my Typhlosion. He does get the special defense drop, which is fine, and I'm gonna go for the Rock Slide here, and I'm gonna take out this Volcarona for sure, and now I'm in a good position because he only has Charizard. I think he still has the Ninetales and the Rotom left alongside as this Arcanine. So he's gonna go into Arcanine once again. He's gonna get that Intimidate, and I know I have to switch out here. So I'm gonna go into my Garchomp, because at this point he already put rocks. There's no way he can remove rocks, which means that Garchomp is my most expendable mon at this point. So Garchomp will go down to this burn after switching in on the Will-O-Wisp from his Arcanine, and I'm gonna send in my Gastrodon, and I'm just gonna go for a Surf here. I have no reason not to, because Ninetales will probably go down to a Surf after this Stealth Rock, so he's gonna come in, he's gonna get that Stealth Rock damage, and at this point Surf might or might not take him out depending on the roll that I get. So I'm gonna go for the Surf, and I take out the Ninetales, but it was a critical hit. I don't know how much this crit mattered. It might have mattered a lot, to be honest, I'm not sure. So he's gonna send in his Fantastic, and here the way he sent it, it means that he either go for Overheat or he goes for the Power Grass. So I pretty do Overheat there, and I went into my Typhlosion, which was a really ballsy play, and I'm just gonna go for the Fire Punch. I'm gonna take out this Rotom, but I completely forgot that he got my Rocky Helmet, which means that Typhlosion will also go down, but he got his 6th kill in 3 matches, which is fantastic, but I really forgot about the Rocky Helmet, which means that Typhlosion will go down, and he's gonna go into his Arcanine here, and what I'm gonna do is, I'm just gonna go for the Thunder Wave to try and get a bit of Parahax on this Arcanine, just to whittle it down, and also just so my Gastrodon can also outspeed him, because I do have the Earth Power, but he's gonna go for a Will-O-Wisp on my Gardevoir, which is fine. I don't really mind, because Gardevoir is just here to T-Wave things and whittle them down as much as she can. So I don't get the Thunder Wave on this Arcanine, and all he has left is this Arcanine and the Charizard X, which will probably die to Stealth Rocks. So I'm just gonna start spamming Psyshock at this point to put down his Arcanine as a low amount of health as possible. Hopefully he gets paralyzed, as he does get paralyzed turn 1, but excuse me, so he's gonna get some leftover recover. I'm gonna get some burn damage, which is fine, but this is a matter of time now until Arcanine goes down. I actually decided to switch out here and go into Gastrodon, because even if he attacks me, I will survive, and I will definitely outspeed him the next turn. But he goes for the Morning Sun here. He's gonna get back at full, but Earth Power does a lot of damage to this Arcanine. It's almost a KO, but not enough. He's gonna go for a Will-O-Wisp. I don't understand why. He probably should have just tried and go for as much damage as possible, but it's fine by me, and I'm just gonna go for another Earth Power, because he only has Charizard X and this Arcanine left, which is fine. So he's gonna go for the Extreme Speed, showing that only Flamethrower and Extreme Speed are his only attacking moves, and I'm gonna go for another Earth Power and take out this Arcanine once and for all. The Sunlight's gonna fade, and all he has left is the Charizard, and at this point I can basically just stall out this Charizard. If he goes for a Roost, it's fine, because I will hit him with the Earth Power, and the Toxic will start rocking him up. So he's gonna go for the Outrage, which is even better for me, because even if I die, I can just go into my Gardevoir and go for a Psyshock, but he will go down to Toxic. No, he actually doesn't go down to Toxic this turn, so I'm gonna go into my Metagross just to show him that I can kill him anytime, and I'm gonna go for Earthquake and take out the Charizard. Yeah, I completely forgot I still had Metagross in the back. So this is gonna be a 2-0 victory in my favor, and we get our third badge, the Fire badge from Owen. A really great battle. I'm really happy that the Fire Gym still has a strong trainer behind it, and this makes 3 badges for us. We only need 5 more badges to get 8, but we'll see how it goes. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave a like, comment and subscribe, and I will definitely catch you guys next time. So peace.